Alrighty guys, what is up? Welcome back to another video. So I know I said that we were going to be next working on the Civic, buying a lot of parts for it, which I have and I am, and I'm going to be making a lot more videos on that really soon. But I couldn't help myself. I've really been wanting to do this to the RS for a while now. And I finally said screw it and just ended up spending the money on it and getting it done with, because I know that it'll make me a lot happier in the long run, especially since it's the car that I drive mostly every single day. So super excited to show you guys. Right here what we have is my new tires and lowering springs that we're going to be putting on the car. So these are the Eibach lowering springs. It is supposed to lower the car 0.7 in the front and 1.1 in the back. So the car will, as soon as we're done with it, it should be sitting pretty flush. And as you can see, it sits a little higher in the back than it does in the front. So I'm excited about that. These tires are 245/40s. Stock, my car runs 235/35s. But we are going to be going down to 18-inch wheels. Because the wheels that I am going to be picking up today, actually, that you guys will see later, I have to go drive out and pick them up because they were on back order and I had a hard time finding them. But I found someone that was selling them like pretty much brand new, and he had them on a blue RS just like mine. So but we're going to be going down to 18s. It should give it a little bit of a softer ride, and I went a little wider on the offset just so I can take my spacers off. Plus I think it'll give it a little bit of a meaner look, but it'll be safer as well, so I'm not risking anything with the spacers. So we are going to drive out to my dad's right now because we're going to try to get the car done tonight. Because there is an event tomorrow down in the Bay that we want to hit, and I want to get the car done so that we can pretty much, show up with it. And then also, the wheels that come on my RS, the black ones, are actually the ones that my dad wants. He got the other, I don't know, kind of cheap looking ones. So he's been wanting them for a long time, but hasn't been able to find any off of any part outs or off the marketplace or anything. So I'm going to be giving him those. So both our RSs should be looking pretty clean after we're done with them tonight. So we're gonna head over there now, and then we're gonna drive out after we meet up with him to go pick up the wheels, which you guys will see, and I'm super excited about that. I can't wait until you guys see the wheels, but you guys probably won't be too surprised on what wheels I'm gonna be getting for an RS. They're a pretty common wheel that a lot of people get on them, but I think it'll look amazing with the blue. So yeah, we're gonna load up the car and then we're gonna get on the road. Alright guys, we are all loaded up and ready to go, so we're going to get on the road, and I'll see you guys at my dad's. Alrighty guys, so we made it to my dad's house, and we ran into some complications. We were supposed to meet the guy, and then we ended up having to come back and wait, so I didn't film it because we kind of got tied up, and we just ended up getting lunch and stuff. So but we just got back from picking up the wheels. They're right here. I will show you guys. We're gonna run to the tire shop right now and get them mounted on the new tires, and then we're going to be putting them on the car. So I'll show you guys the new wheels after we get all that done. I'm just in kind of a rush because I'm trying to make it to the tire shop before they close. It's getting kind of late, and there's a car show tomorrow, so I would like to get everything done tonight. So we're going to run over there and get that done, and then I'll catch back up with you guys. right, guys, we are back from the tire shop. It took us a while, but we got all 4 of the wheels done. This is what they look like with the new tires on them. These things are super clean. We just cleaned them off. We are going to pull the wheels off and do the lowering springs, which I'll show you guys real quick while I have the box open. So these are the new back ones, right? These are the back ones, right?
Doesn't matter. Yes.
Yeah, these are the new back ones, which should be pretty easy to do. The front ones are the ones that are going to take a minute. These are the front ones. And then after everything, our setup should be looking pretty dope. And I think all we need to do is get mud flaps for the car and should be looking pretty pristine. So we're going to put the lowering springs on and yeah. All right, guys, car is on jack stands. We're gonna pull the wheels off. We're gonna do the back springs first. All right, guys, so it's a 15 millimeter to get this bolt off right here in the back. So drop this so we can get the spring out.
There's a notch in here, see?
Yeah, so that little top rubber piece that comes off the stock
one. There's a notch, see that notch? That goes in right there and locks into place. And there's a rubber gasket in here too. But
on the bottom?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
But let's see what it says here. The instructions come with this thing?
Yes.
Let's get them.
Slide that bad boy back in there. And the backs are really easy.
See in here too? Right here. Hold on, I'm getting my light in there. See here, this has a bump stop in there too. See? And there's a bump stop inside the metal here too. So that's what this stops on.
Dope.
So you have these that go up in here like just like that. And then this sits in. And to make sure we get that right in that spot and turn it. Right? Get that in there like that. And that'll lock into place. And then this comes over. Alrighty.
Guys, so we need to torque back down the bolt on this back side right here that came out. And it's going to be 115 foot-pounds. And then after that, we should be good. Just need to mount the tire back on. And then we're going to do the fronts. Alright, guys, a little update. It is the next day. We ran out of time last night. It was just getting too late and too dark and we got too tired. So after you get that bolt out of the back right here, there's another one right here. And then on this car, you have to remember, since there is active dampening, you come up here, the 3 bolts are at the top right here that take out the top of the strut. But you have to unplug the active dampening right here as well before you drop it down. So take those out and pretty much kick this down to get the bottom of the strut out. And we're just gonna do that bolt up top and then compress the spring, get it out, put the new one in, and then reverse everything. So we just gotta do that to both sides and then we'll be good. Since it's daytime, I want to show you guys what the wheels on the back look like. Looks so much better in its sunlight. Jeez. This thing looks gnarly. Wow. What do you guys think? You guys like it or what? Alright guys, so these are the new springs on the shocks. These ones are compressed down right now. We're just gonna pull this back off. So if you guys don't know, anyone that's new to suspension or whatnot, you have to compress the spring in order to get it off the actual shock because there's so much tension against both ends. And then you have to compress the new one to get it on, and then we got to reconnect everything. So, and then This little guy right here is for the active dampening and stuff. So, yeah, we're gonna compress this down, uncompress this one, and we should be pretty close to getting it back on the car, and then we just have to do the other side. So. Ghost, if you're watching this, sponsor me.
Cars. All right, we've got to torque this down. It needs to be torqued down 25 foot-pounds per website. These get torqued down to 22 pounds.
Is that what it said? Yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
From the
Don't
top.
quote me on that.
This needs to get taken out though, right?
We will take that out in a minute, but we are going to tighten this bolt right now. So we need to lay this down on the ground so we can hold it.
All right, guys, the springs are all compressed. Just make sure that when you're doing it, there's these little notches, 1, 2, and then 3 right here. They're supposed to be lined up all the way down when you put the spring back in, and that way you know that they're compressed exactly where they're supposed to be, and to make sure that they'll sit right and that you won't have any issues when you put them back on the car. So we just need to slap these back on the car, the both fronts, and then get her back on the ground. I gotta pull that cord up, right?
Yep.
Where's it coming?
From underneath here. You should see it.
Yeah, I see it.
I did this all by myself last time. Kind of sucked. Let me line you up. There you go.
Screw that one in.
Yep.
All right, guys, so the struts are back in. We bolted those up there. Everything is back in down here.
Yep.
The new suspension in there. Looks pretty good.
Lowering springs.
Can't wait to see what this thing is gonna look like as soon as it's on the ground. It's gonna look so much better. And then
Yeah, it's gonna drop.
give it a little bit, it'll settle, it'll drop even more, so.
Needs time to drop, but yeah.
We'll clean it up a little bit.
Because lowering springs do that. These lowering springs adjusts to the weight of the car, the ride of the car. So that's the good thing about it.
All right, guys, we have the new tires on the car. They're ridiculously sticky. We just launched it. No, it picks up. It picks up so fast, it's ridiculous. But she's driving good, she feels good. We're just making sure that nothing's wrong with the suspension or anything like that. Make sure we're not hearing any weird noises, but she feels, yeah. Dad got the first drive, but because I'm gonna end up driving her all the way home, so. But yeah, I'm excited. Yeah, she feels pretty good.
We're in track mode right now. It feels pretty amazing.
That's actually not bad for being in track mode.
No.
It's because of the softer ride, huh? Because of the tires.
This is a good spot right here. Look.
And those lowering springs are probably, oh my gosh, dude.
It's like a new car, dude.
Ooh, and it's super, but it's even stiffer though. It means I can drive around in track mode all the time now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh dude, she's sitting so good. Dude, it looks so amazing. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Guys, she's literally like a brand new car. Dude, that fitment, is ridiculous. Now that she's settled, oh my gosh, look at that.
Look at this though. Look at that. Watch this front tire. Look at the front tire and then inside there. Watch. Too close?
Yeah, to the front, yeah, to like the front of the fender. That's close. Dude, she looks so good. Oh my gosh. I am in awe right now at how well this looks.
Dad does good work, huh?
Oh my Lord. She looks so good.
Toss to crash.
All right guys, well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. I know it was a lot of like just craziness and kind of jumbled in there, but the springs took us a minute. We just ran into a lot of little finicky issues, so, but it was a lot of fun and I think it was all worth it in the end. The car is sitting so much better and the wheels look amazing. I'm super happy with how they turned out and I got really lucky. The guy who I bought them off of, he's a really cool guy. He also had a blue RS as well. And yeah, the car just looks amazing. So shout out to my dad for helping me. He's fine as Joan right now. He keeps trying to hit me in the head. But yeah, anyways, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see more of. We're really gonna get rolling with the Civic now that I pretty much have everything done to the RS that I want to do to it. I don't want to mess with it too much. I love the car for how it is and I don't want to start doing too much to it and hurting it rather than good. So, but yeah guys, please, like I said, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you want to see more of and we'll see you guys in the next one, right? Peace out.
All this